Hello, a quick live. Thought I hadn't done anything in a little while, so I thought I'd pop on. It's been a bit of a mad day, MOTs and various things, but because I had to sort my MOT this morning, I haven't really done my post, so I can actually kind of show you stuff that's going out, which is a bit rare for me because I don't know, people can look at my shop, can't they, and see what I've sold things for, but the problem is by the time they sell, I don't always remember what I paid for them. So you'll have to bear with me on that front, but at least I should be able to tell you. If I pop you over here, I can then bring up the screen that enables. Oh, I've gone very small. What's happened? Am I still on? Yes, I am. I can actually show you some of the stuff that's going out. So made the classic reseller boo-boo of posting a jacket up and putting the wrong size on it, not being able to find the size when I measured it, finding the size when I photographed it, and they were different. So that caused a bit of a cancellation of a winning bid, but it's up for auction again, so it's going to sell. Oh, hello, people are in. Oh, hello, Queenie Conquest, I should say, mother of Norman. Hello, Jewellery Sales. Hello, Joan. Hello, Granny Kate. Hello, Lavender Lady. Hi, Gaz Pigs Pack Sales. That's a mouthful, if ever there was one. And Sarah Price. Hello. Everyone's out and about. I don't know if any other ladies are going to join me. I've stuck a little message out there. So I'm not doing well with my screens here. I'm trying to sort of split my screen so that I can see what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, that's gone all small. Oops. As well as that might work. Right. Oh, hello, Lex. Welcome to come on if you want. I sent the link. Yes, I sold something cute today, and I don't really want it to go, but it's going to go. Anything New Zealandy. There's a lot of carvings and things that have the power shell, the abalone shell. This is a little kiwi, of course. He's really rather cute. He's not perfect, but he was lovely. Now, I can't tell you how much I paid for him. £1 probably. I don't think I'd have paid any more than £1 or 50p, something like that. Oh, that would make a very different sort of video, Lex. It certainly would. Well, you're welcome to join as and when you feel you want to. But I've sold quite a few New Zealand things, the kind of tiki statue stuff. And actually, although I've posted it, so it's already gone, I think I showed on one of my videos an oval, sort of very small tray made of crushed abalone shells, and that also said New Zealand on it. And that was something I think I picked up for £1 somewhere. And if I can find it, because it went a few days back, so I've got to scroll back. I did sell it for £25. So that was the horror. Well, look, I need my hair washing, and I've been running around like a mad thing, so I'm not exactly the most presentable I've ever been. Anyway, so this sold for £12.99 plus postage and packing. But I like these things. With bric-a-brac, I tend to pick what I like. I'm not so worried about the profit margins, although it's always nice to have some. But I think I may have paid £1 or 50p for him. He's cute. He's got a cute face. So I'm a little sad to see him go, but he's decorated my stockroom for long enough. So he was a nice sale. Let me scroll and see what else I've got. I've actually got here that sold. This is what I picked up from kind of the other day. Now, you'd think with everything that was going on that something this fugly, and I did show it in all of its glory in a video, it's a ski jacket. Deeply fugly. What is it now? Zeppler fugly. I put fugly in the keywords. Crazy floral vintage women's ski jacket. And it's a 12, so it's kind of 90s, a bit mad. Oh, very sweet, Lex. I'll pay you later. This I would have paid maybe a couple of quid for. I certainly wouldn't have paid more than that. And it's gone for £21 plus £3.99 shipping. I've had it for a while, and I wasn't really expecting ski stuff to go, but I think people want the warm jackets even if they're not sure they're going to ski, because they look kind of mad. So that's going. That's an international sale. Where's that going to? Let's have a look. Where's it going to? It was either Ireland or Germany, I think, from what I remember. I had two international sales in this last wee batch. And this is going to Ireland, Southern Ireland, ever. So that was kind of cool. I was quite pleased with that. I've had a lot of lower level sales going. I say lower levels, they're still not bad sales, but it's because I did 25% off, and it was everything that was over a year old. And that worked out at about 500 items. Now, considering how long I've been going, that's not bad, I didn't think. Oh, hi Louise, hi Indy. Nice to see you here. Well, it's lunchtime, isn't it? I haven't had lunch yet, so I thought, I'll come and do this. Because I don't show what's going out very often, because normally I've done it, packed it, and it's gone. And I kind of think, yeah. Just looking at remember what I paid. I've had these for ages because I can tell from the label. Topshop Moto Baxter Dark Blue Skinny Slim Jeans. Nothing extraordinary. And they're in crispy bags, so they're pre-Josh bags. That's how I know. Crispy bags, not crispy bags. These eventually went for, because they go for, oh no, they did go for $14.99. Maybe I haven't had them over a year. It must be close though. I've had them a while. Size 8, but they're in great condition. And they sold for $14.99. I probably paid £1 for them or got them at Jungle Sale. I don't seek out Topshop particularly. This was a skirt I picked up for me and decided it didn't suit. It's a rich red velvet. You can't really tell. It's a rich red velvet monsoon, kind of a straight skirt. It was a size 16, which was far too big for me. Don't know what I was thinking. Nah. But hey ho, it was so beautiful. I picked it up for me, and I probably paid a couple of quid for it. And I actually sold it for £28 plus $3.99 shipping. Velvet, silk, leather, natural materials. I love, and they seem to be having a moment. Well, not a moment. I think they're always in, but they're definitely coming out as being the things that people want. Obviously, if you're vegan, you're not going to want leather, but hey ho. So that's quite an old one. That was quite nice, and that was good to get rid of because I wasn't expecting it. Oh, hello, Leslie. I'm well. I look a bit tired, but I'm fine. Just been busy. I don't know if I ever had Topshop Baxter jeans. I probably didn't because their price. Topshop is not a cheap shop. In spite of the resale value of some of their items, it's not a cheap place to go and have a look at clothing, I find. And I don't think I'd have ever fitted into a size 8. Ah, okay, yes, I'll show you this. Again, it doesn't look a lot, but as we know, there is a market for this sort of thing. It's quite a large size. Vintage, slinky, shiny, nylon, long nightie. I also put sissy as a keyword. It has a 38 chest, so it's a good size, and there is a market for this sort of thing. It's very shiny. It's not rustly, that's the bag. This I've had for quite a while. I know I've had it over a year because it went for £18.22. So the discount on that worked. So that's old stock. More than happy to get rid of it. A lot of very sickly embroidered flowers on it, sort of. Went to a chap called Kevin, apparently. Oh God, yes. Anything low rise. I am very high waisted at the best of times, and to be honest, my builder's crack is not a joy to behold. Trust me on that one. So low rise jeans were always. I very rarely wore them unless I had a very long sort of top over the top. Oh, you're a clown Jack in the Box. Yes, I saw that and thought some people are very creeped out by clowns. I don't have particularly strong feelings either way. The things I didn't like were those nasty little 80s Pierrot dolls, because one of my relatives collected them and I thought they were quite creepy. But there's a market for them now, so who knew? Who knew? Velvet. I love velvet. I mean, corduroy is very in. But things with texture and nice fabrics, yes, right away. Here we go. It's jumper season. I've been selling jumpers since the middle of summer. This is a monsoon, size medium, cotton mix jumper. It's kind of like an Aran knit. It's got the thick corded sort of knit to it. And that's also a rustly bag, so I'm thinking that's an old one. Yes, £13.49 that went for, a plus postage. Quite happy for that to go. Wouldn't have cost me very much, I'm sure. Let's have a look here. I'm not very professional at this, and I'm really crap at screen sharing, so bear with. There wasn't much point. This was a brand that I probably wouldn't necessarily bother with again, but That's my new phone. Don't know how to stop it making noises. Heroes will murder you in your sleep. Exactly. Creepy as F. Blanket over its head. Yes, just pack it away. This is a sort of a linen jacket. It was probably one I picked up off the pound rail. It's a brand called Stones, which isn't anything special. This is a 42-inch chest, and it was nicer than 9, so it looked decently made, and it went for $24.99. So I would have thought linen jacket season wasn't on in this country, but who knows? These things do sell. If you can hear rustling in the background, that's my cat sitting on all of my newspaper that I use for packing, and he's having a wash, so he's making a noise. Now eBay have done it again. They have managed to sell something that I think I sold years ago, and with a 25% discount, so that was very odd. Pair of jeans, and I definitely haven't got them. I've checked, I double checked and checked again, so I'm going to have to do a refund on that with an apology. I can't prove that they've relisted my old stock, but I wouldn't buy fire trap men's jeans now. I just wouldn't. So I know they're quite old. Now, this is quite fugly. Difficult to see. That is a man's shirt. Man, what a shirt. It's vintage Marks & Spencer's, St. Michael from Marks & Spencer, which is going to put it probably early 90s, early to mid 90s. It's horrendous. It's fugly. But somebody wants it. It's a long sleeve one, which is unusual. Oh, no. I've picked out the wrong shirt somehow. Have I? Medium. No, it's the same one. I think this is a man's. Let me just check. I put the measurements in. 20. It's very big. Well, let's say oversized. That's why I've done it as an oversized leg. It's all right. It was probably a fella's. It's going to a lady. That sold for $19.99, which wasn't bad because I might have paid £2 for that. That's a fairly recent purchase, I think. Other things that have sold. Well, corduroy and velvet jackets. Real staple for me. This is a Zara one. This is a size 10. It's a Zara basic, but people still want them, especially at this time of year. How much is it sold for? Scrolly. That's sold for £15, so that has 25% off. That's why. Being a Zara, it's not an amazing brand, but they still go. These are things I bought back because I forgot to actually measure them. And this will go. This is on bids, and I picked it out. It's a George. Yes, George Asda, but it is new, and it's a Christmas shirt. And that will sell. I've got that on auction currently. And let's have a look. Sorry, it's because I've got a small screen. I can't find where I'm. Overview. Bids. Get rid of them quick. Yes, get rid of them quick. I've not been having too bad a week eBay-wise, I have to say. Auctions, here we go. I've got a big red Craighoppers Aqua Dry. This is the one I listed at the wrong size. I put the correct size on it, put it back up on auction, and it's already got a bid on it for £30. Craighoppers I don't bother with much, but these kind of walking jackets, again, that's another one of my bread and butter staples. People like them. It's got a concealed hood on it. It's already under for 30, so I'm hoping there'll be some more bids on that. And this nasty shirt is actually, I say nasty, it's Christmas, is actually already up at £18 plus P&P. So, have I said that right? No, it's a Hobbs one. Man, what am I like? Let me go back to my sold listings. Not very good at this. Not terribly professional. I'll show you what I got this morning. That's more what you're used to, isn't it? Orders. Here we go. I've got the world's best sausages for tea tonight. Just dropping that one in as a random. We have a butcher here that makes the most amazing sausages. Now, old Tunbridge sausages. Not that the sausages are old, because that would be a health risk. but the recipe of them is lovely. They are enormous, which is always a good thing in a sausage. I'll just leave that there. But they are very tasty, very nicely flavoured. That Christmas one actually is sold for $14.99. It was on promotion because I've had it a long time. So I'm still happy with that because I wouldn't have paid more than £1 for that, I'm sure of it. So that's the stuff that has actually sold. That's last night's, and let's have a look if I actually tell you properly. What are we on today? Today's the 30th, so that was sales from yesterday. I don't think I've had any sales today. Oh, and one jacket from the day before. So, yeah. Okay, so that's not bad. It's all been going okay, eBay-wise. Last week I had a strange day where I didn't quite have a donut day. We got very near. I had a very low day of sales last Monday where I literally sold one item for £13.98. That's including the postage, so it was something that was at a very low end. I always like a tasty sausage. Sausages are splendid. And then things got better. I had a day where I had one sale, but thankfully it was a £100 sale, so that stopped that being a donut day. And then it's been okay ever since. Can't really count today, can we? I only sold about 20 quid's worth today, but that's probably one sale, I would imagine. Yeah, it was that shirt. So yeah, it's up and down like eBay predictably is going to be, really. September is traditionally one of my busiest months, but there we go. Let me just get rid of that now. We don't need that. Now put it back on full screen. Yay! So I'm not looking at myself larger than I need to be. That's never a good thing. Right, let me get these out of the way. Oh, excuse the button. Right. Things that I bought today. Went to a different treasure shop I don't normally bother with, but they've reinstated their pound rail. So although some of their stuff is pricey, they have pound rail stuff. So I picked up a few bits because why wouldn't you? This is a vintage Hamels. Hamels is a department store type brand, but it's one of these seedy beady things. They seem to be fairly popular. Probably won't get a lot for it, but it's a fast mover. And I like a bit of movement in my store. This I picked up. I like this brand. This was £1 again. Fosby. They do some crazy stuff. This is actually not crazy. It's like a little shirt. It's flocked velvet. There you go. Very vintage. With some nice fancy little doodaddy buttons there. Yes, a little bit goth, which I need to crack onto listing because clearly we're already in autumn. Why did I buy this? Well, it was £1. I don't pick up lots of men's blazers and stuff. This is double-breasted, and I know double-breasted clothing is a little bit more on trend now for being a man. Have I lost the inner button there? I'm just wondering. Oh, is that the inner button? No. Oh, it goes that way, that's why. Yeah. Now, I picked this up because it wasn't clear what it was. But then I looked at... Let me show you. This looks like an average blazer. But then there's the magic thing on it that says Armani on the buttons. The buttons themselves are probably worth more than £1. So I took a punt and thought, okay, we'll grab it. It's a big size, though. It's a 50. Now, whether that means it actually is a 50 or whether it's a 40, and I'm looking at European sizes, I ain't measured yet. But for £1, I didn't mind. I mean, I wouldn't have paid up on it because I'm not sure. Woolmark, pure new wool. Let's try and find the inner pockets info. There's not enough in here to tell me what's going on. There, now, it says Armani, but then we have Gertine on the inside. So that confused me a bit. But again, it's a punt. It's a nice quality thing, and somebody may want. Nothing nasty in the pockets is, because, I mean, an old tissue is the least of the worries, isn't it, really? Even in these times. Again, something I wouldn't normally pick up if it wasn't £1. It's wool overs, wool lovers, whatever they call it, but it's pure wool, and it's a neutral without holes. Is it a men's? I don't know. Is it a men's jumper? Just a sort of oatmeal colour, 100% wool. You know, it's got to be 15 quid in it, which I don't mind. £1 for 15 quid, yes. £1 for a tenner? Not so sure these days. Try not to do that. I don't mind so much on my book about because I like it. This I picked up. It's entirely the wrong season. It's probably a rubbish brand, but I liked something about its colour. I just like the print of it, really. It's in a silky fabric, not a known brand. I guess if someone's going on holiday, but I've got enough dresses, really. But at £1, I like the feel of it. It's probably 100% polyester, and it's probably purchasable in Poundland or something. They have a clothes range, don't they, in Poundland? I don't know. Sometimes I just pick something up because there's something about the design that I like. But you know, September's a bit squeaky bum. I'm glad it's gotten better because you want that fund to grow. You have a fund. Now, this isn't going to tell me what it's made of, which is bloody annoying. Why do they do that? Hide the fabric label so you can't see what it's made of. They hadn't hidden it, they just put it down the bottom. Oh, it's 100% polyester. Never mind. Easy care. That's what we say. Easy care fabric. I mean, every now and again I'll have a fail, but when I look at my overall spend and what I make out of it. Oh, Lex, as you hear, I've got to show you this. Picked this up yesterday. I mean, of course, it is not real amber. It's the sort of confetti style amber. Bit mad though, very chunky. And the funny thing is, this place had some things priced higher. And this was £1. And it's got a screw and these sort of concealed screw clasp, so you can wear it if you're allergic to metal. Bingo. I just thought that was really rather mad. Stunning. It doesn't lay straight. It would annoy me because it's not symmetrical. I'm a bit funny about things like that. It's not tidy, but I do like it. You've had quotes 3k away. Oh, Lex, you'll have it by Christmas. You'll have it by Christmas. Promise. I can even do, and I must look at how to make. I can even do you some sparkles. Special sparkles for everybody. There we go. I think that actually might be a Slytherin wand. Isn't that green their colour? I'm assuming it's a Harry Potter item. There's no branding. It'll do. My cat's giving me a very odd look now because I've waved my wand. Right. Anyway, I haven't been picking up much in my jewellery, it has to be said. One thing I did pick up, I must have just missed an amazing bag of belts. This is Devil's Skin, which is an interesting name for a brand. You can barely see it. It looks like that. Devil's Skin. I quite like to keep this for myself. There we are. It actually says it there. Look. Devil's Skin. All of these little rhinestones are here. It's kind of cool. Perfect jeans belt. I mean, I paid £1.50 for it because I thought it's probably quite a good brand, but then I realised it's missing these. I might go and see my friend Anne and see if she's got a couple to pop in there, because that's quite annoying. That is quite cool. Black light it. It looks too fake. It looks like it's not even trying to be fakey amber, if you know what I mean. Excuse me. Black light. Well, it has a black light somewhere. Let me try. I'll stick it in my bag and have a look. I wouldn't say that's fluorescing, but obviously one has to do it in proper darkness. Always have a black light. I think it costs about 99p or something ridiculous. That black light. So that belt I thought was cool. As a brand, Devil's Skin, commands good money, so it's worth me having that fixed. And this rather tatty looking belt, really, but it's got a huge thing here. This is suede, and it's so soft. There we go. And I grabbed that as well because I thought that was quite cool. That was £1.50. Wide belts. I do price high. I've got to be honest. Where'd the other one go? But I usually get what I'm after if I'm prepared to wait, and I don't mind waiting when something's decent quality. Yes, I bought something big. It's a big coat, and it is actually a man's. It's made in the UK, so that tells me it's vintage. It's kind of it's hard to describe it. It's not quite a Crombie style because it has actually got a belt and buckles. But, good winter coat, smart, a bit mod. Quite a nice look. This is St Michael, pure new wool. Vintage, oh God, with the obligatory. Oh no, it's not a tissue, it's the spare button. That's kind of them to put that in there. And it fits, I thought it was probably a decent size. 100% wool. Oh, tell me what size you are. You're not going to tell me what size you are. Oh yes, 42. It's a 42 chest, so that's a medium, isn't it? So maybe that's a good size. I reckon someone will rock that. The problem with these is they take a lot of room up in my garage, but a lot of people won't sell them because of that. So I'm kind of saying, I will. There you go, Sue, just for you. Bewitched. Oh God, I grew up with that. Loved it, loved it, loved it. So I'm rolling around on the floor here because I'm trying to think of other things I've got. Oh, and I bought this. Now, I did pay £4 for this, which may have been too much, but it is Jaeger. It's vintage Jaeger, and it's roses. So it's a bit mad. It's a rose print. It's not, I don't think it's a Liberty fabric, but it has that sort of cottage vibe about it. I can see someone really rocking that. It is cotton. It's a 3/4 length sleeve, probably is on most people. I have short arms, SML. Well, that doesn't really help me with the size, does it? SML. I'd say that's probably a 10 to 12, just from looking, because we can do that, Junior. So that's what I picked up. Oh, I've taken stuff upstairs, haven't I? I can show you what I got yesterday as well, if you want. You can say yes if you want me to show you yesterday's bits. No, if you've had enough and you try to go and get some lunch, which would be fair enough. Oh, hello, Susan Bad Wolf. Nice to see you. Yes, I can twitch my nose if it doesn't get the cleaning done. Unfortunately, sadly, no. I'm afraid my name then becomes Dobby. Oh, I've got a yes. Okay, well, look, bear with for a moment. I'll nip upstairs. Excuse the review. Coming through. Okay, yesterday's little baggie. These are drafted, they just need photographing, hence why they're upstairs, ready for a photography session. I'll just stay on while you're working. Well, why not? Mind you, I did find the other day. It's a, that's the old battery. It said Olympus on the outside. If I see one of those at a flea market, I am going to investigate. It's not the famous Mewtwo, but it is a Mew Zoom 120. Oh, there we go. It's all gone bright. There we go. So I've got to find a battery to check that it works. Apart from a little bit of rubbing on the front there, it's in pretty good nick. So yeah, I don't make a habit of picking up cameras. I'm not an expert, but I will if they're cheap enough. And I think this one cost me £1. I will take the gamble, but I will not pay up for them because I'm not enough of an expert to warrant sinking money into things that could be a fail. You're busy packing too, Gaz. The one noise. Just, yes, that's something to be on my scale. If I could perfect the art of travelling without travelling, that would be lovely. That transportation thing was always so wanted to be able to do that. You can do it astrally, of course, you can travel, but in real life, to be physically present. Now, again, I don't always bother with white stuff per se. It tends to be very overpriced down here. But I think everything in here was £2. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was my £2 shop. I should go live, Lex. What are your drafts? You're not going to troll me. Oh, come on. Troll me. This is a sort of velvety thing with it. Yeah, very boho in a nice size 16, but good for the time of year. The only problem now is I've got a whole load of drafts to schedule that take me most of the way through October, so I've kind of got to cherry pick which bits to list. Oh, you don't want any more trolling? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I do see what you mean. Trolling can be not best. Now, avert your eyes because I think this is horrific. Could just be me. You're a nice troll. Hello, Dawn. Oh, good evening, of course, for you. Yes, it's late in your neck of the woods, isn't it? Right, avert your eyes. Oh, sorry, I just have a deep problem with this. It's pinkier pink than it's coming out on the screen, but how's that for kit? Like buttons and knotted weirdness. Alice Collins, not a special brand. I mean, it's very vintage style. It is wool. Oh, look, they've even put buttons on the cuffs. How twee. But someone will love it. Someone will rock it, I'm sure. It's weird enough. That's usually my criteria. It's weird enough and someone will love it. Oh, here's the other belt that I couldn't find. I love this. Oh, I love a good belt. Look. Love, love, love. I love it even more because it's D squared, which apparently is a thing. It says it there, D squared. That's not why I picked it up, because that's the only markings on it. It's absolutely nothing that tells me anything. But it's really nice, thick quality leather, and something actually smells of leather. That is a good thing. It's solid brass. Nice and chunky. Oh, it actually says D squared there. There you go. Because we all have a logo. And I thought, I love these belts rock, don't they? Don't always suit me, but that is cool. Yeah, that's going to be expensive. They sell for a lot of money, and it cost me £1.50. So I'm going to get that on quite soon. It just feels good. It's that feel, isn't it? It's quality feel. More velvet. Oh, soon now. Don't dribble over the keyboard because that's not good. And I tend to pick these up as well when I see them, which doesn't show up very well, but it's velvet, black, blouse, shirt. This is the Art of Silk, which is Tyrak as it once was, very big in the 90s and noughties, I think. It has some silk in it, although it isn't completely, but it's lovely. Feels lovely. What do I think I put the belt on? Actually, I can tell you, if I just kind of reduce you in size, it sounds awful, doesn't it? Reduce you in size, I can actually tell you what, because I've got all my drafts. Manage all orders, overview, drafts. Here we go. Listings, drafts. I'm not going to tell you how many drafts I've got. I have got about 250 drafts. They're not all finished. They're absolutely not all finished. But that belt, if I do it by recently done, last updated, yeah. So if I put 3 weeks on, I put 5 new ones on a day. So, but they only let you put 3 weeks on. But it does make, I'm building up the back stock because it'll see me through if we have any issues with acquiring stock. Although a kind of distant relative of mine, or girlfriend of a relative of mine, is having a bit of a clear out, and I'm actually going to be purchasing some stuff from her because she wants to get some cash and liquidate, and I'm going to do that. So we're hoping we'll sort of come to a deal, and she'll have to post me the stuff because she's way up in London, and I don't drive to London. No, hell no. Right, where is it? Here we go. D-square. Oh yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm putting that belt on at an ambitious but not ridiculous £100. If it doesn't go in auction, then obviously it goes on as a fixed price and they come down. But yeah, I'm starting that high because they go for a lot of money. So there you go. That made me very happy indeed. So anyway, right, that's that shirt. That's done. I've got to photograph these now. Oh, this was quite mad. This is only Next. Nothing wrong with Next. Perfectly decent. But it's one of these. Again, it's very very goth. A net, double layered, full skirt. It's quite a small size. This is a vintage because it says it's a 14. It's like, holy smokes, that is no way is that a 14. This is probably from the early 90s, I reckon, because goth never goes out of style, does it? I'm saying that's probably a 12 maximum, 10 to 12. Love that. Someone will look amazing in it. Nice stompy boots and a statement t-shirt. Yes. I don't know what I'm putting them on for quite yet. I always start off reasonably ambitious and then I can come down. Twiggy. Ooh, did I miss it? What was Twiggy? Oh, well, somebody be Twiggy. Did they fit in that skirt? I do pick up Levi's. They're bread and butter for me. These are a pair of 514s, which are a bit unusual, but they're in this sort of mustardy yellow. Well, it's not mustard yellow. It's kind of a tan, beigey thing. They're sort of canvas jobbies. The men's. Again, everything £2. So another vintage skirt for a tiny size. I've got some lovely stuff where I wish I was minuscule. I mean, literally, that's tiny. That's a size 6, a modern 6, but it is labelled. Excuse my telephone. It was an 8 back then. Now I was a 10 back then once when I was skin and bones. But hey, this is a nice jacquard fabric, floral. Like I say, very, very 80s really. 80s, early 90s. But it's a very tiny size, so it's going to be a while before that goes. But, you know, small sizes need clothes too, so I'm not discriminating against the slender. This was a wool blend, and I picked this up because, you know, I'm hearing on the grapevine that long cardigans, cozy cardigans, are having a comeback as maxi cardigans. This is just a Marks and Spencer's one. It was only cost me £2. Just got the 3 buttons at the front, so it's not completely open. It is a collared style, and it's black. It is what it is. Just a cardi there, a long cardigan. Half tempted to keep it for myself, but I think it's actually a bit big. Oh, excuse me, Lord. Just trying to check the size out now. Oh no, it's a bit big. It's a size 20. That's why it's not just a bit big. It's no way is that ever going to work. Now this, I couldn't believe these for £2. I know the platform sole isn't so much in as it used to be. But LK Bennett's sledge shoes. Super condition. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a colour known as bronze. It's almost a greeny colour. Greeny bronze. Patent, lovely and clean. Size 38.5, which is a 5.5 UK. And they are the Sledge brand. Tiniest bit of wear on the bottom. Somebody probably wore these for an occasion and thought, blow me, I'm not wearing them again. They're too bloody high. Yeah, the funny thing was, I think I was bigger at 11, fatter at 11 than I was when I was in my 20s, but hey ho, that's because I was going to grow. Yeah, they're in such good nick, those. Going to aim for £50 on them. But for £2 into 50 quid, thank you very much. yeah, like that kind of thing. That's my favourite shop. Now, I should say that I bumped into Georgina Deal about a week ago. That's how long it is since I've done live. It was over a week ago, and I bumped into her in one of my favourite charity shops. And it was lovely to meet her. So, Georgina, if you're out there or you watch this back, so nice to see you. And it's funny talking to people when you've got your masks on and you're rummaging. But it was very strange to be recognised, because I'm not really used to that. It's kind of strange and weird and nice, but odd. So, but it was lovely to chat to you anyway, and I hope you had some good pickings. So that's what I sold in the last couple of days. That's what I picked. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What else do I need to show you? Is there anything else I haven't shown you that I should? Looking round. Really? Oh, sorry, I was up early. MOT car, failed its MOT, needs a new tyre. All the usual gubbins. And of course, I'm trying to rush around and see people this week, because I'm thinking if we do get to a lockdown situation again, I haven't even seen them, I'm going to feel awful. So I'm doing a lot of dashing about and trying to be a bit sociable while we can, at least while we feel like being sociable outdoors, because being sociable indoors is probably not going to be much of an option. Always Darrell. Hello, Darrell. Nice to see you. Hello, Iris Harris. Hello, Sue. Oh, goodness me. Yes, so what is it? Wednesday today? Yes, it's Wednesday. crazy, mad busy. So I hope you've all having a good day. I hope you're hunting. I hope you're squirreling away your stock and getting ready for the winter to come. I'm quite looking forward to Halloween, in whatever form it takes, because I like this time of year. I don't like being chilly, but I do like this time of year very much. They're all my favourite, though, to be fair. It's that thing of having to say goodbye to summer. There's always a tinge of sadness, and then it's like, oh yes, but the dark times to come. So I shall say fare thee well to you all. Rebecca, now you have told me that. Oh, hello, Rachel. Yes, listen whilst listening. I'm thinking you mean listing. I hope you do, Rachel, because that's what you need to be doing. We all need to be listing. It's Wednesday there. Not very windy here. Just a bit, slight madness going on, because we've got people moving in round the corner from us, and it's a narrow road, and it all gets a bit strange, and people are trying to... You want summer, only summer. I think you'd be bored if it was only summer. This is the thing. You would miss weather. So I shall say tutty bye to you all. Final sprinkles. Have fun. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now. This is awkward. Let's end the broadcast. One more for that.